Hey, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to do another video here. Today I'm going to be unboxing a network cable tester. It's like a little generic. It's a little generic one, so it's not like anything like fancy. It was only like 40 bucks. I wasn't going to spend crazy amounts of money on something like that because I really don't need to. I just need to do basically, tests because I'm going to start making my own network cables. So, yeah, you can buy them, but I like to make them because I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it since I was in college. So yeah, let's check it out in this little box here. Obviously. All right, so let me get this open real quick. Quick being the key term there. Which that probably won't be the case. There we go. Let's see what we got here. For crying out loud. I don't know what it is, but packaging always seems to beat me up. Let's see. Trying to keep it in the frame here. It's not easy when you're trying to see what the hell you're doing at the same time. I'm also trying to make a mess, but it doesn't really matter, I guess. There we go. You can see it comes in a pretty generic box, because again, it is, it's generic. I think it's supposed to be based off an actual, the actual brand is, it's based off the Pyle brand. I'm not sure how reputable they are, because I've actually never owned a network cable tester before, so yeah. I have used one. Like I said, I did the whole cable network, making network cables in college, so I have used them. They had, I think they did have a couple of these, but I think they were Pyle branded, I believe. And they had a couple of Fluke ones as well, but they're very, very expensive. So always interesting. I mean, they go from like a few $100s to like a few grand. So, yeah. Okay, so basically we've got, just pull it out here real quick. Got the unit itself, along with a, I forgot what this is called. I think they refer to it as a remote because you can, it's not attached to the unit itself. But, so yeah, there's that. And it's got two Ethernet connections. Yeah, so you can, if you're just testing a cable that's like right near you and it's not in a wall, then you would just use that. Or if it is in a wall, you would connect it to one end and then use the remote and then go to the other end or into another room or whatever. And there you go. So, and if, for those of you who are wondering, I got it from Amazon. If you probably can't see the model, but it's an SC 8108. And the person or the seller that I got it from off of Amazon, let's see, I think it was called, find it, here it is, Bravo Link. That's where I got it from off Amazon. So, let me get out of the plastic packaging here without me pressing the buttons every 5 seconds. Let's see if I can do this. And this one actually does, does take regular, well, you can probably use rechargeable batteries in it. Here's the little remote. It says wire map on it, so I guess it's like a little, I guess that's what they want to call it, is a wire map. But it's got a little speaker on the back, probably just a piezo speaker, for tones. I think it's just it's been so long since I've used one of these, I don't remember exactly what the tones are for. But so yeah. So pull this out. There we go. kind of bulky for what it is, but you know what? Honestly, I'm not too worried about it. But I mean, and look, I know you can get basic ones that just have the LEDs, but I like ones that have a little bit more in-depth information on them. So that's what these are usually able to do. So yeah, it's pretty decent build quality. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not the greatest. Obviously, it's only $40, so it's not. Here's something rattling on the inside that can't be good, but it's probably just a piece of plastic during the manufacturing process on the inside of it. Well, at least I hope so, but we'll see. If we, as long as it works, I'm not going to worry about it. So let me just grab some network cables and I will be right back. Alright guys, before I start the next segment, I just wanted to point out that there also is a manual that comes in the box as well. So yeah, so as you can see, I've got my cables laid out here. Now this is going to be my controlled bad cable, but it actually isn't a bad cable. It is just a 4-wire crossover cable. So as you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but as you can see right there, kind of, there's 4 wires, and then you see that 5, 6, 7, and 8 are not occupied with a wire. So the meter's going to note, the tester's going to notice that there's no wires. It's going to fail it because of that. And then we have a straight through cable that was provided by Time Warner because we got another modem. But anyway, so let's go ahead and start with the known good wire, which, I mean, they're both good wires, but obviously the tester's going to notice one of them as being a bad wire. But so what you do is you hook it up into the main RJ45 port, and I need to call these Ethernet ports. I mean, I refer to these as Ethernet ports because that's what I know them as. They may not be called Ethernet ports, so I guess, I mean, you know, I mean, they're RJ45 ports is what they're referred to as, but I call them Ethernet ports just because that's what I know them as. But they're actually, for this device, they're referred to as, because that's what the manual refers to them as. It refers to them as an RJ45 port. Don't know why I'm stumbling over my words, but I am, so let's move on. So then you hook it up to the loopback port. If you're just testing a cable locally, meaning it's in the same room with you, both ends are. So then you just turn it on. It's going to be kind of difficult to show you this, but we'll see what happens. Turn it on, like so. And there's a glare, sorry about that. And it's all figured there. And then, if you wanted to do a wire map, you just hit this button right here. Again, sorry about the glare. There we go. Then it tests it. It says local found. And as you can see, it did pass, and you can see the pins 1 through 8 on both ends are fine. If there is a short on either end, it will actually have an X to the corresponding pin number. And if there's a short in the actual wire, the line that indicates the wire is going to have an X in it. So that's how that works. So if you wanted to do a calibration, you go into setup. The only thing I don't like about this tester, sorry about the glare again, I don't like about this tester is that every time you turn it on, you actually have to configure its settings, unfortunately. I don't understand why they couldn't just put a battery in it, and make it user replaceable. I mean, like a button cell battery or something. But they didn't, but that's what you get for something that's only $40. So yeah, anyway, let's see what else. Oh yeah, so if you want to do a, you wanted to check the length of a wire. Now, this won't work for this wire because it's too short, but if you wanted to check the length, this glare is driving me nuts. Anyway, so if you wanted to check, I'm trying to keep it in the frame too, can't even manage to do that. Okay, anyway, so if you wanted to check the length, you would do that, and it would go to check it. Actually, no, that's not the length. Oh, that tells you. Oh, it does tell you the length. Oh, if you wanted to do a calibration, that's what won't work. You can't calibrate anything that's smaller, or not smaller, shorter than 5 meters, which I have no idea what that is in feet, so don't ask. I'll have to look that up later. But anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much the gist of that. So let's move on to our the known bad cable, even though it's not bad, like I said. But so yeah. Okay. Plug it in like so, and then you go back to testing there, and then you go up to wire map, and as you can see, it fails it, because if you look, if I can manage to get it in the frame, there we go. You see that it shows that 5, 6, 7, and 8 have a open or short. So yeah, because there's no wires in the on those pins, so it notices that and it's like, yeah, that's not right. But it's just because it's a 4-pin crossover, 4-wire crossover cable rather. So yeah, it's not a big deal. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you guys are looking to pick one of these up, you can get them on Amazon for like 40 bucks. I mean, you can get a few of them on Amazon. I mean, if you want to go with the basic ones, you can go with the basic ones. They're like, I think they start like $7. But if you want one that's relatively more advanced, I mean, it'll tell you more information as far as it being. I mean, the other ones do tell you about, you know, shorts, stuff like that, but they just use LEDs and stuff like that, but they don't tell you the length and stuff. But anyway, I'm just rambling now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. So if you guys like the video, feel free to give it a like if you want. Feel free to subscribe if you like the videos. I mean, if they're not too boring and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and well, have a good day.